Well, it's Sunday. Hello, Mad Ones. I am Mad Mel, the Mad Artist. I thank you all for being here. It's Sunday. You know what that means for painting, right? I got a little Donatello here to help us out with our Ninja Turtle painting. I've had this for a long time. I can't remember, maybe about 10, 15 years I've had this little guy. So, my hair's a mess because I don't care, because I've been doing other stuff. And I almost forgot. Because, you know, creeps up on you quick, right? So, I hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. I want to go on ahead and get some of this paint down. We got a couple of Ninja Turtles that we're going to be doing tonight. Hopefully we can get far, but the baseline that I want to do is at least get their bodies on here. The idea that I have for them. So I ain't going to waste too much time. And if you like the content I create, definitely hit that subscribe button, like, share, you know, all the fun stuff. So let's go to the table. Here we are. Oh boy, there we are. Didn't go too far. See? So we got this here. I feel like classical music tonight. Uh-oh. There we go. So I feel like I'm going to listen to some classical music tonight because I want to be able to focus. And it helps me focus, you know. Sometimes it helps me focus. I feel like you just got out of bed. No, I actually have had this on most of the day. I just, you know, wanted to relax. I don't relax often. I don't really allow myself to have a break because I'm one of those workaholic kind of people. I'm always trying to find something to do. So, oh, look at the little gnat. What I like to call nasty little flying shrimp. Gnats are gross looking. I know they're not really here for any real purpose besides that. So the idea with this, when you guys see this, is that it's going to be half and half of each of the turtles, right? This thing is off kilter for whatever reason. I don't know why it's tilted or shifted weird. So I'm going to try to prop it so it doesn't move. There we go. All right. So, going to do the turtles in each one of the spots. And then I want to do like an action pose for them also with that. That's the idea. And then I want to try to do something resembling each one of the games. Like 1, 2, 3, and then Turtles in Time from Super Nintendo. Nothing too crazy. They bite too. Yeah, turtles can bite. They can bite. They can hurt with biting. So, yeah, that's the idea. Once it dries up, then we'll do the multiple layers of the different colors and everything for their chest. So let's go on ahead and get started. I think what I'll do for tonight, so you guys can see this, is I will take that out. Because you guys always embrace the madness. How about we start some music, shall we? Let's see here. What do we got? Something good, something decent. Ah, this should work. Right here. Nah, don't feel like that, actually. Hold on. Where is it? There we go. We'll just do this. There. Why not? Leave it like that. It's fine. It'll be alright like this. I'm gonna start off with Raphael first. He's always been a little bit darker. I like the portrayal of him being darker, but not like really, really, really dark. So I'm gonna just blend two greens, that dark forest green with the lighter green, because he sits somewhere in the middle of that. So it's kind of like that green right here, right? That's where he usually sits. So now to look at their head. There we go. Hope everybody's had a good weekend. Hope everybody got to do what they were trying to do over the weekend. If you had any plans, if you had anything that you were trying to do, wanting to do, or did get to do, I hope you had a good time in whatever you did. Worked out for you. Hope you guys have a good week coming up. Hope this week goes better than it did last week. You know, normal stuff, world still spinning, all that fun jazz, right? Come on. There we go. Put some more pep in that step, right? That stuff started getting a little wonky, but it's only for Raphael, so. Which is funny. He's the only, like, darker turtle. I guess you could say he's the dark-skinned one out of the brothers. There we go. All right. There we are. Alright, so we got pretty much two of them. I'm going to have to do a couple of coats, of course, you know, because that's just no way around that. There we are. Turn that down just a smidge. And then we got up here, we got Donatello, last one. And then we'll come back around, right? And we'll come back around, and then we'll set that up. Hopefully this fan isn't too loud. I just realized that it was still on, but it's so hot in here. I don't even care. Whatever. There we are. Alright, now, as this starts to dry, I can go back and do another layer, and then that way it should just hold, right? Like this down here is a little tacky, but I'm still gonna go on ahead and add it to Michelangelo. Okay, so there, and that's worked a little hard to try to get that there. Oh, hey, Asmodeus. Yeah, it's mutant chain reaction. Show up the time. Indeed, all the above. You know what's going on. You got it. Okay, so Michelangelo came out quite well, so that's good. Now I can go back and do all the rest of them. That should dry well. Get Leonardo. Hope you're doing well today, Asmodeus. And anybody else that might be watching today. Hope you are doing well as well. This painting is awesome because it's textured. You see all the little waves and lines? Those are real texture. Like I put that in there kind of to give it like the four elements kind of look. Do a little something different with this painting. Instead of it being just a normal, I wanted it to kind of reflect in the color in the background of each one and their personalities, right? Like Leonardo's is almost like cool and flows like water, and then Donatello's moves like almost like a radio wave, you know, kind of fluctuating. Raphael's is very streaky and dark, like heavy lines. Michelangelo's is kind of just free flowing all over the place. So they all kind of have a similarity of their personality and are connected with the picture as well. So I wanted to add that, which was cool. Now I'm not going to put any real like definition on their faces. I'll probably put like the color for their bandana and the white eyes, you know. I've always been a fan of that. Never been, you know, the whole like, oh man, eyeball stuff that they have from the 80s cartoon. It was alright, but I don't know. I just like that more, the original comic look. If it was up to me, I would just do it that way. Which I might do a different painting sometime of them just being, you know, what they were originally, not the whole like multicolors and everything, because that was all for Pizza Hut. That was all a marketing scam why they're all different colors. Look it up, it's crazy. It was all for pizza and toys. And that's the reason why they are all different colors, but they were supposed to be all red bandana. A real gritty story. And the foot soldiers were not robots either in the original story. They were just regular gangsters, kind of like the second movie, right? But it was kind of grim to have the ninjas beating up and maiming, you know, regular human beings. So they had to tone it down, and Hasbro wanted to get in on some action, and they were like, toys? And, you know, the rest is history. Or Mattel. I can't remember which bastard-ass company grabbed them, but, you know, the rest is history. And then we get 5,000 different forms of the Ninja Turtles, and you get your little Ninja Turtle, you know, club card that you could take to Burger King back in the day. They had all kinds of stuff. It was Ninja Turtles involved. I got hooked in the gimmick. Donatello was always my favorite, and if you didn't know, now you do. Alright, so far it looks pretty good. So far it looks pretty good. There we go. Okay. It's good so far. I like how that's turning out. Last pass. So now I can kind of add this to Leonardo, and I think Donatello need a little bit more green. And then once they set, then we'll be ready for the next phase. pretty well together. I'm trying to get it to. It doesn't want to act like it wants to set right. There we go. I don't want to overtake it either. It does need to dry. I think it's getting in the grooves but not actually setting on top. I think that might get it. That feels like it's there. Yeah, not bad. Okay, so those came out well. Now I just gotta give it a second, give it a little bit of time. Kind of dry. Yeah, there we go. So while that's doing that, let's see here. Stuck. Yes, it is. It is the za. You gotta, I mean, the turtles need their za. You know, you gotta have that. Yes, indeed, Duchess. Alright, let's see here. music's fire. Thank you. Yes. Needle turtles. Ha! You got the little needle turtles. There we go. There we go. Alright, now we can just darken this up. Okay, time for our actual paintbrush. Okay, so there's that, which isn't bad. Alright, so now that feels like it can be worked with now, so that's good. There's that. Leave that alone. Okay. Let me get their paint for their bandanas. Let's see what we're looking at for time. We're doing pretty good for time. So what do you guys want to talk about tonight? Anybody want to talk about anything? I don't know. Instead of just hearing me breathe. Or you can hear me breathe. It doesn't matter. Breathing is good. You're breathing, you're winning. Alright? That's how I look at it. There we go. We got blue, green, blue, red, orange, and purple. We got the colors. Don't need a lot for the bandana, right? You just need to cover the face just right in this zone right there. So it doesn't need a lot. That should be able to go a little more just in case. Get some of that orange. It might be a little bit too much orange, but we'll find out in a minute. Damn, what's your red? I think I'm gonna go for a darker red. Darker red probably sound about right. We're gonna get to a stopping point with this at some point, but I will say this, I'm sure I'll probably be working on this throughout the week. Might do another pop-up stream at some point, maybe. Did you guys like that when I just showed up out of nowhere? Catch you guys off guard? Huh? Did you like that? I thought that was fun. I thought that was fun just to be like, hey, you missed something, you know? I know, it was a little cheeky. Have fun with it. Alright. Let's start with Michelangelo first. See how well this works out. Stupid gnat. Yes, indeed, Alex. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Once this gets finished, it's going to be great. Well, at least the idea. The idea is going to be nice. I like this song, so I don't know what other song is playing after this, but I like this one. Oh man, there we go. This is the part that's going to be a pain. Orange doesn't like to mix well with green sometimes. It just, for whatever reason, it likes to be difficult. And this isn't the first time I've ran into this. It's just how it is sometimes. Thank you for being here, though. I hope you like the content I'm creating, Alex. Maybe you might subscribe. If you're mad enough, that is. This is actually the tamer part of the show, is Sundays. I mean, all the other mad ones that are watching can confirm. I like to have fun. Especially that wheel right there. I like to spin it. I don't know. I mean, I visit. Haven't seen him. If I do a case, I might just do a Casey Jones picture, which would be neat. I've never really done Casey Jones in a picture before. Well, I think that'd be fun. I might do something separate. Actually, I might just make a collection out of this if we really want to get crazy. Add Casey Jones and April O'Neil, Splinter, you know, put them in one. That would be cool. Good idea. Good idea. See, madness helping madness. There we go. There you go, Mikey. Now I know most of the time you would see like the swoosh in this area, right? But I want to save the swoosh since he's going to be in his action pose here or something else, you know. I want to save a lot of this because I'm not going to use up all of it. I'm probably going to have to come back and do multiple layers because, like I said before, the grooves in the painting with the texture, it's literally taking up a lot of it. So I'm just going to let it take its time, right? Let it just chill out, buddy. Did any of you guys see the South Park episode? That was something, if for those of you that did, that was something else. Well, I don't think we're going to have that kind of content freely in the world for much longer. People always get a little butthurt when comedy comes in. Some people can't be light and take a joke. There we go. Yeah, you know, I mean, why not help Casey Jones run around with a duffel bag full of baseball bats and croquet mallets and, you know, everything that you get at the YMCA. Right, in the recreational area. He just stole all of that, right? Casey Jones went to take a shower at like the YMCA and he stole all the equipment, went outside and started cracking skulls. That's his whole arc right there. I'm a man that's out for things. Gnats get on my nerves. I don't know where that stupid little punk came from. And I got one pesky little gnat. And they get on my nerves. They just bother me. Just the way that they look. The way they are. I don't know why. I really don't even know what their purpose is for. I couldn't even tell you. If someone said, what is a gnat's purpose in existence? Shit, I don't even know. I would say to get on my nerves, but, you know, that's crazy talk, right? There we go. There you go. Good job, baby. And see what the cool part about this, once I get done with this, and I'll read what you put there. So the cool thing about this is I got the normal, what you guys normally see, this right here, the glow in the dark, right? But I'm going to make this really, really concentrated, right? And when I get done with it, I want to probably fill this in. Maybe, I don't know. I thought I could do the edges, but I already did this. I could go over their bodies since it does glow, and I could add that. Let's see here. Thank you. Yeah, you got to be careful. See, New York, this is the funny thing. I always think of this. Why are people, and why is it that New York always has like all this crime? You got so many people running around in suits. You got the Ninja Turtles underground, right? You got Spider-Man. You got, let's see, Fantastic Four, the Avengers, right? That's all right there, right? Oh, Stark Labs. So there's 5, right? And that's just there. Then you got Daredevil, then you got Black Cat, then you got Punisher, then you got who else? Maybe Spine? I don't know. There's almost 10 damn different people, and still people are getting robbed and mugged and shit. It makes absolutely no sense to me. That's why I think that they're slacking off 90% of the time. They're not always on the job. Can't be. What's wrong, Daredevil? You didn't hear me screaming? Didn't come to help? I've read your comics. You're not that busy. I'm kidding. Not to say that Daredevil's not that busy. Could you imagine if you got rescued by somebody like a superhero and you're like, oh man, here you go. And it's like, well, what? I'm Captain Lunchbox. Yeah, you're the C team. Like you're the people that come to like, pull my car out of a ditch or something. I was waiting for this song to come on because I didn't want to be a slob and just listen to this immediately. But I want to make a list that's just Mel's hits. That is just all the stuff I like. And no more just trying to fill in stuff. You'll see Tuesday, the audio, well not the audio, but the music for the episode will be awesome Tuesday. I'm going to put a little bit of work into it. Hey, look at that. So how do you like New York? Do you actually live in New York? If you really live in New York, I hope you are having a good time there. If you live in New York. I've never been. I've always thought that it would be an interesting place to maybe visit. I could probably live in the city. I wouldn't say I couldn't. I know that city life can be a little rough, and well, I'm mad, right? And plus also the city can be a little congested if you're not used to it. Like if you're not used to it, you can have a bad time. Some people aren't cut for city life. Yeah, they're probably investigating things. It could be. Who knows? They could be investigating stuff. They could be slacking off. I know for a fact Dr. Strange is not always up to doing whatever he says he's doing. I mean, that'd be fun. I always say this without being doom and gloom, if it's still there, right? I mean, come on. It wouldn't be the Madman if I didn't put some madness in there, Gotta get that, just a little sprinkle of chaos. And this is the part of every painting I always tell you guys, it's that in-between point where it's like everything is trying to dry and some of the stuff isn't looking like I want it to because it's still a little tacky, right? So this part's fine, all of that's fine. These right here are still kind of wet. so I don't really want to mess with it too much. But this is the best part, though, if I need to darken anything up, just to go on and do it right now, because once it gets past this tacky point and it starts really starting to set, you gotta leave it alone. Because my medium is acrylic paint. Now, I mean, granted, acrylic you can do, and I'm just going to say this just so I can, you know, it's like, oh, you're going to defend it? Well, I mean, yeah, it's the medium I use. I use acrylic paint. I use acrylic calligraphy ink as well, because they work well together. They complement each other. Sealing process, I will have to probably do a video for what I do. Heavy emphasis on what I do, right? Heavy emphasis on what I do. Not everybody does the techniques that I do, but I do it, and the way that I do it is the cheap way, in meaning that I find ways to be able to use my materials without using all of them at one time. Some people would be like, yeah, just dump all of it right here. That's dumb, stupid, don't do that. How much money did that just cost you? Yeah, you don't want to sit there like, oh, I just poured all my paint on the canvas and it didn't go the way I wanted to. Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Test it out, think it out, try it on a piece of paper. Just don't go balls to the wall, because, you know, materials are getting expensive. You know, I ain't gonna lie, some of my materials that I use are getting higher because of the you know, tariffs. I mean, there's certain paints I have, certain things, like I got clays and stuff I use that come from Italy that are really good. It's like the best I can use. Yeah, I could use something cheaper, but that sucks. The studio grade or museum grade varnish is from overseas too. I mean, I guess I could try to find something a little bit better that's cheaper, but nothing gets the result better for, you know, clients for their pictures, because nothing's worse than getting a painting and it looks like someone, you know, poured Elmer's glue on it. It's like, I put varnish on your painting. Out of here, man. Talking about. Didn't put nothing. It's like, oh, I'll put a whole handful of lotion on it. Your painting's good. It should be fine. Yeah, right. Out of my face. Yeah. This painting's gonna be awesome. If you think that this painting's cool, that painting back there is a Terminator painting. Oh, look at Danny G. You out there being a menace, Danny, over there in the UK. Danny G being a menace in the UK. How you doing, Danny G? Doing all right. Thank you for popping in. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that little piece right there for his cheek, I was holding my breath. Always a menace. That's the best way to be. That's the best way to be. Be a menace. But don't be a menace to society. You know, be a menace in society. Don't be a menace to it. Don't add to the problem, but be ready for the problem. That's what I always say. Be ready for the issue, but don't be part of the issue. Don't be out there causing trouble. But when it comes, be ready to put your feet down and be ready to kick ass, right? I'm a firm believer in that. I always believe, you know, I always fought bullies growing up, so, you know, that comes naturally like that. So being a menace is kind of the way. My arch nemesis, yeah, you know, gotta be careful with having an arch nemesis. I always thought that was a bizarre thing. If someone said, I have an arch nemesis, I'm like, damn, what are you? You gonna get flintlock pistols out and start shooting? You know, like, what are you doing? My arch nemesis, you foiled my plans. What is this, Inspector Gadget? Nah, I'm just being silly. Fox, I know. I know. I know you're always after Fox, Danny G. You're always watching him. You're running after him in town, looking for him. I heard that you ate a dumpster looking for him the other day. You just said, "Where is he? I'll find you. I'll kill you." And then he grabbed the dumpster and just bit a whole chunk out of it. Danny G. What a man. The man, the legend, the robotic monster that runs around chewing on everything. Might make him a character. Yeah, at this point, man, you know what? I thought about it. I'm like, I get caught up so much with like, damn, comics. I mean, you know, we got so many characters that we've come up with in this place, man. We have come up with so many different characters. I might just need to just buckle down and just do one for us. For the show, just our own comic for the Madhouse or something like that. I don't know. Do something fun. Let you guys be a part of it. I like doing that, and I'm just been working on more short comics and some things like that lately. So it's been nice. Plus, I've been working with somebody with a story that they're working on, doing some illustration work for that. So that's also been a great experience. Working with others is kind of difficult sometimes, but I like the challenge. And the only reason why it's a challenge is because it's like when you're trying to do illustration work for somebody else, you got to try to figure out what is in their brain, what they're looking for, and meet in the middle to try to make it something that's palatable for both you and them, right? You and the client. You both want something that you can both be like, okay, this is cool. Instead of like, yo, did you just puke on my table? I did a picture. I did art. Nope, that ain't it. That is not it. That's not what they wanted. That's not what this is about. I should have probably put some medium in this. I probably should have put some medium to keep it from drying out. Damn, I feel like that really could have used something, but what can you do now besides just keep pushing forward? Change the song? You got it. Hey Bean, how you doing? Ain't seen you in a minute. And the last time I saw you was a couple of days ago. Right? Uh-oh. Oh yeah, my song. I like this. For those of you that are new here, I listen to a lot of electronic music and dance music because I'm a old rave kid, right? I mean, more or less just I'm a raver, period. I don't have to say I'm a rave kid. I'm just a raver, period. I love house music, dance music, electronic, EDM, house, break beats, drum and bass, aggro tech, tectonic, drum and bass, I already said that, hard bass. I like it all. If it goes I'm listening to it. I know it's hard, and even growing up, it was like, how can you listen to that stuff? Well, I think of it as being like, being like riding a roller coaster without the nausea or the inner ear bullshit where you feel like you're going to hurl out the back of your skull. It's like that, right? Stolen Night. Oh yeah, it's Hot Stolen Night. Good to see you. Yes, it's the Ninja Turtles. One of the paintings of the Ninja Turtles. I got another one here. This one is for Bebop, Rocksteady, Shredder, and Krang. So that's what this one's for. And then you got this one, right? And then after that, I'll probably do one with Casey Jones and, Splinter, April O'Neil, something like that. Or I might just do one of Casey Jones and Raph. I don't know. There's many options. But thank you for being here. Hope you like the content. Hope you subscribe and see you again. Come back to the Madhouse. Get to watch us make some new stuff digitally on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Central Time, which if you're in New York or whatnot, it'd be about 9. If you're anywhere else in the U.S., I guess it'll be just counting backwards from there, wherever you're at. Once I get done with Raz's face, I'll put up the link to the Discord chat. We have one. All the Mad ones usually share their art. We share our art there with each other. We don't try to... We have a very solid group. We support each other. If you come in there trying to troll, you're going to have a terrible time. I'll tell you that. Don't come in there trying to be a troll or an ass. You're not going to do well, because everybody in there is mad. But besides that, if you're coming in there with good intention, you're going to have the best time you can, because we all try to share and bask in the glory of what is called art. Because my philosophy is everybody can do it. It doesn't matter where you start. It doesn't matter if you have stick figures. It doesn't matter if you can only draw a stick man. It doesn't matter if you can draw the Sistine Chapel or paint it or whatever the case. Everybody has creativity. Everybody should be allowed to do it without being scoffed at of, oh, where'd you go to school, or where's your credentials, or any of that shit. Because, you know, somebody didn't have it before they became a master. They just stuck with it. And, you know, that's kind of the whole message, is just enjoy it. Gain your creativity back. I'm so tired of seeing people without the ability to imagine, have creativity, have an imagination. It's just, I can't. All I can do is just, I can't. And I'm like, man, that's so sad. That's like the first gift ever given to human beings, is to be able to have creativity. The imagination of a human is great. But that's all I have to say about that. I'm not going to get too long-winded. That's pretty. I like this. So, with the light shining like it is, let's take a look at it. Let me just lift it up some. So, you know, we got the little profile stuff. I could do profile or side shot. It really just doesn't matter. But the blue, I'm going to have to narrow some of this down. I'll probably fix it with their eyebrows, right? So, I'm let this chill for a minute. Of course, that one was going to be real tacky. Okay, cool. So these are looking good. This is looking good. So what we'll do right now, I'll get some of this green, and I will fix this. There. Alright. Now what do we do? Okay. So I think the next part, I'm going to just go on ahead and just lather this up with the glow in the dark stuff. So let me shake it up. Oh man, it's almost time. It's almost time. We're almost out of here. Damn. Always happens when we're having a good time. Oh no, this paint's starting to get bad. Oh damn, it got too hot. I was afraid of that. Gotta watch the temperature of your paints. Don't want them to get too hot. If they get too hot, they can't separate. Gotta be careful with that. Just a word of wise. As the saying goes, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, I'm just letting you know what could happen. Alright. I guess the picture's gonna glow now because I put way too much on here. Oh well. Too bad. I guess whoever buys this is gonna be another dadgum glow in the dark picture. Shoot. Sorry. Trying my best not to leave anything glowing in the dark or anything like that because I know how much you guys hate that stuff. So I'm so sorry. Well, I guess this painting's ruined now because now all of this purple's going to glow in the dark and it's going to glow under a black light and it's going to look some kind of way after it dries. Ah, shoot. Sorry, everyone. Didn't mean to ruin it, right? But I mean, it's not like you guys want this to glow. Like, I mean, if it does glow, I mean, who knows? I mean, what, like... I mean, this is exactly what it would do, though, once it gets done, right? I mean, you know... I have to do multiple layers, but it would look like this. You know, it would glow. And then once I add all the extra stuff to it, I mean, of course it'll look better once it has that stacked up. But that's what's the undertone of this, right? So, you got that on the undertone of it. And then, of course, I'll paint the pizza and all of that. Yep, that came out tacky like glue, so I know that's not... I gotta use this quick. There we are. Cool. Yeah, basically, you know, give it that nice little glow, and I might make this look like a sewer. It might make more sense to have like a sewer type-esque deal going on here. That would be better. Oh man. That sucks that this started separating. Because for this to look right, like for example, let me see if it's... My biggest thing is the streaks. I always try to get like the streaky lines out. And a lot of times whenever I'm doing this, I'll paint with just a black light over it just to make sure I don't... Because you're always going to have spotty lines or spots with black light paint, as you can see as I'm going through it, because it has... Well, here, I'll show you. This is the best way to do it, right? So, as I'm lighting it up, you'll see these little bitty spots, right? These little spots and specks. So what I'm trying to do here is trying to, because it basically has little specks that gives it that black light look, right? So because it has these little speckles in it, I'm just trying to get them even. So when I come across here, it's not looking all spotchy, because that's how it normally will look. It's very spotty, very off. So I have to work really hard at trying to fill in the spaces without it making it look too overworked. Because there are times when you're painting that you can overwork something with the paint, right? So now, if we do this, it doesn't look as bad, right? It's getting better, and it will take a little bit of time, right? So as the picture goes along, you'll start to see it, and it'll look like ooze, because whatever's left over here, I'm going to splotch it with a little green, like some black light green, so when you do hit it with the light, all this will look like it's like glowing ooze all over, like dripping from up here and down and all that fun stuff. So, but I can only do one more pass with it into the areas that I want it, and then I'm going to have to leave it alone. Then I'm going to have to touch it up probably in the next day or so, because you really got to leave this alone, and I got to keep it in a dark spot so it doesn't keep over activating it like sunlight or anything like that. So I need to put this up and cover it, or put it in a dark spot. But that's the only problem, or I would say downside to anything or painting with this medium, is it's very thin, takes a lot more work, but once you get it, that effect is amazing. So can't ask for anything better. All right. Yeah, that's gonna be a nice piece. It's gonna be sad to see this baby go. Yeah, that's gonna be wonderful. All right. Hey. Cool. Well, I'm gonna go back over here now since we got finished with that. Oh boy. Ta-da! Thank you for coming to my show. I hope you all had a good time. I had fun doing the Ninja Turtle painting. As you can see here, not too shabby and not sitting on the table. That's actually really cool. That's actually a really cool painting like this so far. So once I add like their shell and all the extra doodah and all that fun stuff, they'll be ready to go. So oh man, I just dropped a whole bunch of stuff, but it didn't have any paint on it. So hey, that's the best part. So yes, thank you for being the best part of the show. Thank you so very much. Welcome, new mad ones, to the asylum. I hope that you all are ready. We have hug coats. We have our punch is pretty good. Cookies are a little stale. And we have as much electric shock therapy as you could possibly handle, because we have our own generator and we run off our own power grid, so we don't even have to worry about it. And we're also state funded. No, I'm just kidding. No, we're not doing any of that crazy stuff. Not tonight. We'll do that Tuesday. So, before I go, motivational word of the day or the week. Let's see. Something that's uplifting and motivating. I got it. You and what you do is unique to you because nobody else can do it like you do it. Anything that you choose to do, as long as you're doing it the best that you can, you're doing a great job. Because there's always somebody out there that's going to say you're not doing a great job, that is not doing what you're doing. So they can go take their smooth brain self and go figure out how to tie Velcro shoes. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep being awesome. Kick ass this week. I'll see you Tuesday. Don't watch too much news. Stay off the news. Everybody's losing their damn mind because of the news. Only watch it if it's something important like a flood or some type of dangerous stuff around you in your local area. But other than that, don't pay attention to news. They're all lying to us and we don't have a clue of what's going on because they don't know. Because if they did, they wouldn't be doing the shit that they're doing. So that gives everybody a little reprieve. Don't get caught up in that. Drink water. Stay hydrated. I do. No, this is not liquor in here. It's actual water. Could have been vodka. I don't know. I'm not spitting that out because of the tariffs. That's stupid. Anyways, I'm out of here. I will see you Tuesday. Remember, 8 p.m. Central Time. Bye.